everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are finally back in Minecraft Triassic Park. We will be getting this synapse area done, and I am very, very excited for today. So behind me, you can see that there has been a lot of work done on the Synapse Center. IGN made a few edits. This is going to be a lovely little gift shop. And now we have this on a corner-by-corner basis. So here we have the Synapse Laboratory, and the rest of these corners we have plans on what we're going to put here. That's going to be a sail-backed reptile exhibit. This is going to be an evolutionary history exhibit. And in this room we haven't really decided. IGN and I are really liking the idea of a Synapse art exhibit, so if somebody wants to make a texture pack or mod that has Minecraft paintings that include, like, weird random synapses in the background, that would be really funny and really lovely. Yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done. We're still going to have to fill the middle with our planned garden and creatures, but that's not what we're going to be doing in today's episode. Since the last episode, we've gotten a lot of things done. We have this whole path put in right here, and although it's not really complete, I have it planned out where it's going to go next. So it's going to turn right here. You might want to replace these parts with some windows too, so you can look in. And anyways, up here we're going to have some more of our synapsids. So we based this first Diectodon enclosure right here off of Walking with Monsters, the very kind of last segment of Walking with Monsters. And we're going to base the rest of this area off of Walking with Monsters too. So what I'm planning to do for this next enclosure, we're going to take this right here, and we're going to kind of terraform this corner of the mountain right here to be kind of a corner cave that our creatures can go out of. And then at the edge, we're going to have our signature small electric fence, same as that. It's going to come all the way out here, up to where the path starts here. It's going to go across, and then a little rectangle, square, whatever off here. I should also say that IGN, who's been on a very long business trip, is going to be back pretty soon, so we'll see what's under construction, and I guess he'll be updated on literally the entire Triassic Park. That's gonna be really cool. Alright, so real quickly, just because it's like on my nerves, I'm going to fix hey, let's not try to escape, okay? Are you purely interested? You're purely interested in attacking me now, aren't you? Okay. Chill. Poggers, thank you. There we go. Okay, so now we have our windows installed for the side of this enclosure. Put a stair there in the future, I guess. Let's get some stairs. We're probably going to need them anyways. We're probably going to need a crafting table too. There is no crafting table over here. I can imagine. I bet if I put a meme up of a distorted Megamind face saying no crafting table, all of you nerds are going to laugh at this video so hard. And right here we'll put 3. That way the creature can't get out. What creature, you ask? Oh, patience, my nerd watcher. Alright, so I think we have a pretty sick looking cave right here. It's nothing special, but I think this is going to work very well as a shelter for our creatures in here. And we also have everything ready for us to start building out 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's pop that out. And 1, 2. And we'll get another one going over here. Might need to add some andesite. IGN will probably yell at me about that, but until then, I think it looks just fine. Oh yeah, so I should talk about our plans for the area. So this is going to go this way. It's going to go all around this, kind of like it did here. It's going to go all the way here. We're going to have a big, beautiful Glossopteris grove kind of garden separating this and like lab and the village and everything in this area. And then it's going to square back around over this way. We're getting bombarded by arrows, yay. And then over here, we're also going to have another enclosure on the opposite side of that dam. It's going to be a very big enclosure. That's going to be really cool. Anyways, as far as constructing this enclosure goes, building this orifice was definitely kind of the highlight. So I'm going to just build the rest of this off camera. You guys kind of saw what the last episode of building this is kind of like. So I'll get this done, and then afterwards I'll update you. And we'll get some of the plants in too. And we might do some more unique plants for this build. Alright, so what I've done, I've gotten a few cones. I should have grabbed the seed bags that are inside of the synapses center over there, but I didn't. I like the way it looks in the distance. Anyways, I got this filled with coarse dirt. Took like 3 stacks. I like used all of our gravel supply, and yeah, that looks good. So next we're gonna probably get in our other ground covering and some of our plants, which by the way, it's gonna be like those, but it's gonna be a little less dense. And it's also going to include spermophyllum and Wachlarina, which I hope that we can make in the cultivator or whatever. Alright, so I went through every single plant fossil that we had, all the Permian plant fossils, and I got a few of the things I wanted, and I'm making a few other ones just for future use. So yeah, once those are done, we will start decorating the enclosure. Alright, so sometime later, I have got this all filled with plants. I wanted it to kind of look like the other enclosures, but with a few new species to set it out, and also added a body of water there in the corner. And this is all ready for the species that we are going to put in here. So if you have in fact seen Walking with Monsters, which, well, first of all, you definitely should, because it's free on YouTube. It's like 2 hours long, and it's like very, very, very high quality, especially considering the fact that it was made 24 years ago. Anyways, in the last segment of Walking with Monsters, it takes us to the early Triassic period, and I think it's supposed to be in Antarctica, but, you know, where the Lystrosaurus go on their big migratory journey, because there are so many of them that they need to constantly migrate to find food. And basically, on their journey, they run into a variety of predators that want to, well, consume their flesh. And one of them that you will probably remember is the Theracephalian, which we are going to kind of recreate, but also in this episode explain the scientific inaccuracies of that specific Walking with Monsters section. So yeah, I'm very excited to use our new lab. Looks like we'll need to make this with some other files. Alright, and with that, our DNA is all done. So I made a few varieties of creatures here, but we're just going to be using one of these. Alright, so right here, it's still a baby, but we have a baby Gorgonops, in this case representing the Theracephalian from Walking with Monsters. Basically, Walking with Monsters, the whole Walking With series got quite a few things wrong, as people know. We all love it because it took a lot of obscure creatures and brought them into the public, and also made it so that dinosaurs were cool again for the first time since, I guess, Jurassic Park. Something that I always had a problem with Walking with Monsters is they present this carnivore, this nocturnal venomous carnivore, as the Theracephalian, which is kind of a problem because Theracephalian is a massive group of therapsids that includes a lot of creatures. So I want to kind of take the Theracephalian from Walking with Monsters and kind of split it up into its components so we can kind of talk about why it is the way it is and what it's actually based on. Comment down below a name for our Theracephalian right here. Anyways, that will wrap up the first part of this episode. We now have our Theracephalian, and for the rest of this episode, we'll make a few species to talk about its weird component parts. Before we do that, though, I'm going to get these Lystrosaurus named. Alright, people, so we actually did not get all of the names for the Lystrosaurus, but we do have most of them. We have 5 more that we need. So if you have any more, leave them in the comment section of this video, and we'll name them next time. Unlike usual, I'm just going to rapid fire through these, because I don't know how else I'm going to do this. So we have Edith, Margot, Agnes, this can be Victor, then we have Jacked, Gru, and unfortunately, Chris Pratt. And this right here can be Lester. This one is going to be Tom. Here's Jerry. Here's Doofy. I actually really like this name. We have Thigman, Thyman, whatever it is. This is Henry. This is Arvin. Potassium. Oh crap, I just accidentally punched this one. Okay, it's only this one that's angry at me. It's not all of them like I was expecting. And this one right here with no name is going to be Edgar. So, I have no clue where they are, but there are 21 Lystrosaurus in there, and we have 5 more that need names. So you could leave your name suggestions down below. Alright, so back to the main thing of this episode. We have one of the 2 enclosures we're doing today done. This is, of course, the Theracephalian enclosure. But as we discussed, the Theracephalian is not actually really like a real thing. There's the group Theracephalians, and the one that shows up in Walking with Monsters is actually a combination of a few other animals. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building an exhibit to showcase one of the real-life animals that it is based on. Alright, so I have the path all finished, and now it's time to build this little enclosure. I built a concept in my other world, which I am going to be using to reference this, except I'm making this a tad bit bigger. Alright, we need a little bit of andesite. Probably not a ton, but some anyways to finish this build, so. Alright, 48, that is a very good amount. Now, we're going to jump into this lava. Alright, I feel really bad because we have a lovely little natural pond right here that we're going to be building right over the top of, but, it's for the greater good. So in the future, we're going to get, like, a proper zircon glass to go here, but right now it's just going to be glass panes. And yes, this will look way better with blocks of zircon glass. Alright, so this is probably even bigger than it needs to be, but I do like the way it looks from a distance. Here it is with all of the lighting installed, and here's the lighting at night. And finally, I think we need to put some plants in there. And here it is. This may be one of the most complexly decorated enclosures I've done. Alright, so next we are going to get the creatures to go in here. So the Theracephalians in Walking with Monsters, despite Theracephalian being an actual group of animals, are based on 2 specific species. They are represented as these kind of medium-sized, aggressive toothed carnivores with venomous bites. Although the other part where it's like the large medium carnivore, we're gonna build the enclosure for that one later. This enclosure that we built right here is for the creatures that the kind of venomous side of the Theracephalian is based off of. Alright, so I actually went through the effort of procuring us the nodule of one of these animals when we made the same one for our Theracephalian over there, and we'll put this one in right here. Alright, so we just have one of these, but here we go. So this is Euchambersia. It is a late Permian, I believe it is a I put my book away. So I believe that this is a Therapsid, wherever it went. So I believe this is a late Permian species of Therapsid. I know it lived during the late Permian period, and it's very notable because scientists believe that they were venomous, which is actually a pretty revolutionary development. But yes, carnivorous Therapsid from the Permian period proposed that it may have means produce and deliver venom with its bite. May have used the venom to help it in entering and immobilizing prey. So yes, that is the Euchambersia. It is a very cool creature. Anyway, something I realized in the process of getting the Euchambersia nodule is that we still have the eggs we imported from Amberleaf Central Command down here in the lab. I'm gonna say 5 more Euchambersia is good, and let's grab 2 more Gorgonops while we're at it, or 2 more Theracephalians, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, so we don't actually have 5 more, we have 4 more, but that's fine. Alright, so we now have 5 little baby Euchambersia in here. If you have name suggestions for those, leave them in the comments below. And if you have name suggestions for any of our 3 Theracephalians, leave them in the comments below too. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, what the heck? Huh, this is no longer under construction. Alright, well, I guess we'll take a look at this. Okay, I guess I'll start here. Oh, staircase, okay. Okay, so this is his office, cool. IGN? Back from your business trip already?
Yeah, pretty fun, if I do say so myself.
What did you do on your business trip?
Um, business.
Oh, cool. Well, you want me to show you around the park?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm
Alright.
excited to see the progress you've made. That trip was really relaxing. Also, I hope you liked my office.
Oh
All
yeah,
of
it's
these book,
very cool.
these 4 bookshelves, every single book in them is a different copy of Machiavelli the Prince,
Oh,
my favorite book.
of course. Sweet.
I'll show you the upstairs later.
Alright.
But for right now, I want to see the progress you've made.
Cool. So this is the Kara Basin. It is based off a early Triassic formation in South Africa. So on the left we have mixed small to medium herbivores. On the right we have Sawdinodude, a fascinating predatory species. If you want to see one, you might try dispensing through the feeder, and they might show up on top of that hill over there.
Oh, I see.
They are not always the most responsive creatures.
I see one.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
They're very
Yeah.
aggressive, but they're quite interesting. Well, and then the last species we have through here are 3 Erythrasuchus.
Yeah, I think one of the problems you have though is that this viewing window, you can barely see into the enclosure.
Well, doesn't that add a little bit of a sense of mystery?
Yeah, a sense of mystery, but the guests are gonna leave and not know anything that's in there.
Anyways, yeah, so that's the Kara Basin stuff.
Yeah, but I enjoy the work you've been doing. You know, we can sell all of the parts that we can collect from these dinosaurs to like other companies like medicine companies and stuff like that.
I don't think we're planning to do that, but okay.
So it's always good to have a backup.
So this next area I've been working on for the last few episodes is the synapsid area.
This looks kind of ugly, like it's just like one plain brick. Like this is supposed to be the peak of science, and you've made it look like a weird castle. Why do you have a dirt path here? This is like one of your major buildings.
Because I didn't know how to really split the path off from here.
Wait, unprofessional.
Oh, okay. So we only have one corner done. This is the lab for the synapsid area. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And
You
then
guys can, like, watch the scientists and stuff. I haven't seen any other like dinosaur park do that before. Actually, I haven't seen any other dinosaur park besides the one I have seen.
oh, okay. This I think this is going to be the gift shop.
Oh yeah, this will look really cool as a gift shop, and maybe you could put like a few streams in here and like some plants.
Yeah. In the middle, we're going to have a big garden with some kind of creature inside.
Oh, what's this? There's some plants and.
So right here is our Lystrosaurus enclosure.
Oh, cool.
So if you look there, most of the time there's 1 or 2 up against the window, but I guess there aren't any right now.
Oh, here's one. What's his name?
Edgar.
Edgar. Is that like a reference to Edgar Allan Poe? Nice. It's pretty cool. It's very dense. It has a bit of mystery to it, but guests can actually still see the creatures. Pretty nice. Oh look, Edgar again.
So in here we have 3 Theracephalians. They're not fully grown yet, so they're not as big as they will be.
Oh look, there's a little cave at the back.
Yes, that is definitely
Oh,
the
wait,
highlight of this
it's
exhibit.
me. Oh no. Good thing
Ah, well,
I have food.
there. It should be happy now. There are 3 in here anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So have they been named yet?
No, they have not.
Oh yeah, the viewers really have to get to naming them.
The Theracephalian's kind of fictional. It's from Walking with Monsters, but these are their component creatures. So these are the small venomous Euchambersia right here.
Oh, I see them.
I wanted to try making a smaller enclosure, so yeah.
This is pretty cool. But I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Like, where are the bathrooms? Like, isn't it like when you gotta go, you gotta go? Like,
Yeah,
where
but
are you supposed to go?
we'll figure that out later. There aren't people going through the park yet, so it doesn't really matter.
I like how you're procrastinating on it.
Yes. Would you like to get a close-up look at the Euchambersia?
Yeah, I'd love to get a sneak peek and close up with the Yuchan Watasaurus.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Oh,
So
Cotton Eye Joe isn't in here.
they are venomous, but I think they're pretty peaceful. So yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, look at this little thing. I wonder if I tried to pet it.
All right, go ahead. Oh, IGN, what
Ow.
are you... IGN! IGN, you idiot! I need a doctor! Somebody, get me a doctor!